Rakuten always get upgrades, just like normal smartphones. This time, we got the latest Ulefone Armor 26 Ultra. It packs with the top specs as usual, and it gets the walkie-talkie feature, which is something we haven't experienced before. I'm really excited to try this out. Now let's go. So I brought two of this phone into the route, going to ride electric skateboard with my friend Dave. Having this phone in the holster on my wrist, we are going to round this long route, take some pictures, shoot some videos, and try the walkie-talkie feature. And if anything went wrong, we will use the endoscope to check our boards. Follow along, see how this phone performs in real life. Here we go. So before we start, we are going to put it into a very simple test. As you can see, my friend Dave, he is 100 meters from me. We're going to test how it performs. Hey Dave, can you hear me?
Very clearly.
You see, he can hear me loud and clear, and it performs really well, I think. All right, we're going to do a more difficult test. Let's go. Hey Dave, wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey, Dave, wait. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
I think I've got a stone in the wheel. Can you help me?
I think I've got a stone in the wheel. Can you help me?
Sure, I'll come back.
All right, so this is the importance of having a walkie-talkie here. So yeah, I think the problem will be fixed. Well, that was a good e-skateboard fun for a couple of hours, and within a couple of kilometers, which is normally how we use that kind of stuff, the walkie-talkie feature performed really well. So it's definitely dependable. Now let's talk about some other details about this phone. So first, about the design and build. Rakuten certainly don't have that kind of slick and colorful design, but they still evolves to make sure you won't be bored with the look. And this time, there are a few parts on Armor 26 Ultra that have been designed differently. They are the cameras, the speaker unit, and the bottom part. Since two major highlights of this phone are the AI quad cameras and a massive speaker, the design of this part is particularly unique. It is squared off at the edges and a piece of carbon fiber-like plate to cover the entire unit. The quad camera setup and the speaker are in the center. Also, there's a plastic bumper with a bright orange accent around the speaker. I'm speculating that the bumper is made for protecting the cameras from the speaker. Anyways, after a closer look of this part, I think Ulefone has put more thoughts into the design of this phone, even more than other regular smartphones. Would you agree? The second highlight of the design is the hook and the pins at the bottom. They are for practical use. You can either hook this phone up with a rope here, although I personally wouldn't say that's the best experience. Still, if you really need to use the phone that way, I mean if you need to hold the phone to scan some codes or something, it still comes handy. The pins, they are made for the 33-watt charging dock. Again, having a charging dock for the phone creates a much better charging experience. And if you can charge other smartphone with the charging dock. One more thing about the design, there's a dedicated SOS button at the side. I think this one was not on the 24 Ultra, so this button certainly shows that the brand cares about your safety. Now with the quad camera setup, the imaging capability will be much better. Honestly, I'm not expecting that on a Rakuten there could be a combo of 200 megapixel, 50 megapixel, 64 megapixel, and a 3.2x optical zoom lens. We've seen the 200 megapixel camera before. It can capture significant amount of details, and the video of me and my friend riding was captured by the camera. Here I've also taken some photos, you can check them out. I would say the cameras do perform really well. You can see a lot of details of the scenery here. And since there's a night vision camera on this phone, it's also very handy to take some night vision photos with them. If you work in the fields at night or you go on a camping fun, you need to stay aware of your surroundings. And this can be really helpful. So this phone has a speaker unit that can produce 121 dB of sound, a mini party device here, and compared to some normal smartphone we have, the soundstage is much bigger and has more speaker feel. It is perfect for outdoor use. This phone is powered by the Dimensity 8020 5G chip, 24 gigs RAM, and 512 gigs of storage. I think this is among the few rugged phones that gets 5G support, so it's a big plus for people who works with smart warehouse management, constructions, that sort of thing. And during the week of use with this phone, it has no problem running all kinds of apps, and since it supports storage expansion up to 2 TB, storing a lot of files won't be an issue either. As usual, this phone also has a massive battery built in. It is 15600 mAh and with a 120 watt PD charger included. This is a much more sweeter combo as the capacity can support as many days of use as previous models, but charges itself much faster. And since the charger supports PD protocol, you can use it to charge pretty much any other devices, so you can bring one less thing to your outdoor camping. It is a 6.78 inches FHD plus 120Hz display on this phone. It is very smooth in everyday tasks, and it is also bright enough to be used outdoors. We have 2 accessories here, the holster and the endoscope. I like the holster a lot simply because it can take the weight away from your hand when you're not using the phone, and it can be attached on your waist or your backpack vertically or horizontally. Very convenient. Now the endoscope makes things interesting. You are supposed to utilize it to check home appliances. What if you use it to, right? And for some standard stuff of a rugged phone such as IP68, IP69K waterproof, dustproof and drop resistant, underwater shooting, fingerprint and face unlock, multiple positioning systems, all those kind of things are also packed in this phone. For such high-end products from Ulefone, you can just put your faith in your pocket. So this is the review of Ulefone Armor 26 Ultra. It is the true flagship rugged phone in the lineup, and it does deliver top performance. If you have followed up on such a phone for some time, you will know this one is all-around winner in every aspect, such as the quad camera setup, the massive battery and charging power, the 120 dB loudspeaker, and most importantly, so many choices of accessories for all kinds of use. If I were to pick a phone to go in the mountain for a few days, this would be my pick. So what do you think about this rugged phone? Please leave your comment down below. It's Will from Gizmo China. See you next time.